Hello and welcome to the first of this week's programmes with news from around Kirklees with me, Helen Ashcroft. It was reported in the Huddersfield Examiner earlier in the week that 1 in 7 care home beds were lost in Kirklees in 2015, and this was despite an increase in demand for places. According to a report presented to Huddersfield NHS Health Chiefs, the area lost 258 beds out of 1,750 beds. It is understood that the closure of several care homes in Huddersfield, such as the Ashley Care Home in Newsham, has caused the loss. Now, the Ashley Care Home was closed as it failed to meet hygiene standards, and this resulted in vulnerable OAPs being moved out and staff also losing their jobs. It's understood that other care homes in the area have also closed due to financial issues and a general failure to meet standards imposed by the Care Quality Commission. The report also highlighted a risk for further losses. This comes at a time when the UK has an increasingly aged population and growing financial pressure. And now moving on to our next story. It's been reported in the Huddersfield Examiner that cleaning staff in some Kirklees schools are being denied a living wage due to a loophole. Cleaners and caretakers at 18 schools in Kirklees have been left out of a pay scheme introduced by Kirklees last summer to pay all its employees the higher hourly rate of £8.25. This is because they are employed by a private firm, SPIE, a French company that acquired the contract after it took over a PFI deal. Members of Unison recently lobbied Kirklees Cabinet to call for action. SPIE are refusing to recognise Unison, and Councillor Turner has promised to look into the matter. He claimed that all companies should pay the living wage and acknowledge trade unions, but he recognised that Kirklees Council have no powers over the private companies. And moving on to our final story today. This week is Cervical Cancer Prevention Week. Joanna Tatlock of Meltham spoke out about the disease. This was following a 10-minute appointment for a routine smear in 2007 when Joanna's life was saved. Miraculously, the cancer was detected early enough for it to be removed successfully, albeit through having to undergo 3 operations. Joanna has recently set up a charity called Joe's Trust to help improve awareness of the symptoms of cervical cancer, as well as providing information, help and advice. Now, while having the smear test can be embarrassing and it is uncomfortable, it's only 10 minutes and is worthwhile for peace of mind. It's well known that 18 to 21-year-olds who get the symptoms sometimes don't survive because by the time they are examined, the cancer is often too advanced. Jo is therefore urging women of all ages to have a smear test when one is offered to them. And information about all this can be found on her site at www.joestrust.org.uk. Please remember, if you have an opinion on any of the stories covered, please contact us on Twitter at The Weekly Windup and also on Facebook, or you can email us at info@kirkleeslocaltv.com. That's it for today's show, but look out for the next instalment of our programme when we will be looking at the cost of Christmas year on year. And this will be available to watch from Monday the 1st of February 2016.
However large or small your business, attracting new customers requires dedication and a lot of patience. Just like fishing, but you also need the right gear. Rods,
reels, lines, hooks, sinkers, lures,
tackle box, tackle bag, net, bait, gas gloves, clothes, pocket knife, lunch.
Or you could simply advertise with KLTV. Online, grow your business and your clientele. KLTV, your vision made reality. Should have gone to KLTV.